Welcome back, everyone, to Iranian Things.
Episode 33.
That's right, 33. I'm Kiyamars,
And I'm Tinaz.
as always. And you know what we're all about here, right?
Digging deep into Iran, really going beyond the surface level stuff.
Exactly. Uncovering those hidden gems, those fascinating parts of Iranian culture you might not find in a typical travel guide.
Lately, we've been really into folklore and mythology.
Yeah, even dipped our toes into cryptozoology a bit.
Lots of fun creatures there.
And today, we have another one for you. A creature that embodies that perfect blend of folklore and mystery.
The Mardazma.
Mardazma. Yeah, it's a name that might not be familiar to everyone, but trust me, it's a story you won't soon forget.
Imagine this. Okay. You're a traveler in ancient Iran. You're on a desolate road. The sun is setting.
Ooh, spooky already.
Right. Shadows are stretching out, and suddenly
Oh,
you encounter something you can't explain.
this is where the music gets creepy.
Exactly. You come face to face with the Mardazma.
Now, what makes this creature so unique is that it's not just some mindless monster lurking in the shadows.
It's more than that.
It's almost like a test, a living embodiment of a challenge.
It's a creature that reacts to you based on your own actions, your own courage.
So if you're brave and stand your ground, the Mardazma might back down or even reveal itself to be something harmless.
But if you show fear, if you let that fear take over, well,
Things could take a turn for the worse.
it really makes you think about how we approach the unknown, doesn't it?
Definitely. I mean, I've never encountered this concept in any other mythology, this idea that the monster's behavior is directly influenced by your own inner strength.
It's like it's holding up a mirror reflecting your own fears back at you.
So what do you think is behind that, Tannaz? Why this focus on the individual's response to fear?
You know, a lot of Iranian folklore seems to revolve around this idea of navigating a world filled with unseen forces.
The good and the bad, the light and the shadow.
Right, and the Mardazma could be seen as a representation of this constant struggle to stay true to yourself, to face your fears head on.
To not let them control you.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting when you consider that the Mardazma is a shapeshifter.
It can appear as something totally harmless at first,
A small animal maybe, or even a person.
lulling you into a false sense of security before revealing its true, terrifying nature.
Imagine you're walking along and you see a cute little bunny rabbit. And then suddenly it stands up on its hind legs, grows 10 feet tall, and starts talking to you.
Okay, that's terrifying.
Right. That element of surprise, that unexpected twist, is what makes this creature so fascinating and so unsettling.
And it's not just a one-size-fits-all kind of creature, either.
Yeah.
The Mardazma takes on different forms and characteristics depending on where you are in Iran.
It's like there's a whole family of Mardazmas, each with its own regional flavor.
Oh, I like that, a Mardazma family reunion. That's got to be a sight.
So let's talk about some of those regional variations, shall we?
Definitely. Yeah. Give us the grand tour of the Mardazma clan.
Okay, so in South Khorasan, you have the Marde Azma, which is said to inhabit graveyards and abandoned mills.
Graveyards and abandoned mills, that's like a horror movie starter pack right there.
Right. And this version of the creature is often described as being particularly dark, almost malevolent.
Shunning the light lurking in the shadows.
Exactly. Definitely plays into those primal fears we have.
For sure. What about other regions?
Well, then you have another version that's said to appear in dark alleys.
Always with the dark places, huh? Because the Mardazma isn't a big fan of sunshine.
And here's the twist. This version actually grows larger the more you stare at it.
Ooh, whoa, hold on. That's like the opposite of how most creatures work.
Right. It's like it feeds off your fear, your fascination.
The more you stare, the more you give it power.
Makes you think twice about rubbernecking, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Don't feed the Mardazma, kids. That's the moral of the story.
And then we have the Loristan version called the Mardazma, which is known for its trickery.
A trickster Mardazma.
It might initially appear human to lure you in, gain your trust, and then bam, it transforms into a four-legged beast.
Talk about a bait and switch.
Can you imagine the terror of those early travelers encountering this creature?
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If we were suddenly confronted with a Mardazma today, how would we react?
Would we be brave?
Would we freeze up?
Would we run for the hills?
Or would we stand our ground, face our fear head on?
And maybe the answer to that question tells us something about ourselves. Something about our own inner strength.
Deep stuff. Tana's deep stuff.
It is, isn't it?
And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of the Mardazma.
Time flies when you're exploring ancient Iranian folklore.
It really does.
We hope you enjoyed this journey with us.
And if you did, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and like this episode so more people can discover the wonders of Iranian things.
And until next time, keep a light on at night.
You never know what might be lurking in those shadows.
Exactly.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.